Bonjour mes amis, hi guys. One viewer was mentioning on my Patek video that most subscribers probably don't have that kind of budget, the Patek, even the Rolex kind of budget, which I totally understand. And a few years ago, I never thought I would even spend more than $500 on a watch. Well, I reminded him that I still love Seiko and other watch brands. On my wrist today, I have the Tudor Black Bay 58, lovely watch. And I promised to show a bit more Seiko. A couple of years ago, maybe last year, I picked up this discontinued Seiko 5, and I wanted to take another look at it. I'll put the original video link in the description if you want to take a look afterwards. And this is quite different from the Seiko 5s we see in the shops lately. See the links, so I got the whole thing brand new here. So the reference is SARZ, SARZ005. Got the booklet, the card at the end, I believe somewhere. And here is the watch. And the first thing you think when you see it, it's totally unworn, by the way, totally mint. It should make you think, and I believe that's exactly the inspiration for the watch, of the speedometer of a bike, or actually the rev counter. And you have this interesting bit here on the bezel and also on the minute track. See this sort of granular insert in there, and you have those fake rivets all around the dial, a bit like indeed a rev counter on the minute track. Along with those 4 sections here, you have another continuous line. The minute track has very fine graduations, and what really sticks out on the dial is the 12 o'clock marker. Pretty cool here, and that seconds hand, very white, that really stands out from the rest of the dial. Now, what's cool about this Seiko 5 Sports? Actually, here the logo looks pretty good. It's a nice, welcome bit of color here, and the 5 kind of works with the ensemble. What's interesting is that you get the 4R36 movement, so you can hack it. And you can hand wind it to restart the watch. And you get the date, so 4R36 version. You also have little crown guards here. The shape of the case reminds me very much of the Grand Seiko Snowflake, a bit of a banana case. It wears very flat on the wrist, but it's a large watch at 42 millimeters, and a very flat, I believe, hardlex crystal here. That sticks out a bit from this funky bezel. So let's open this. You have a display case back, of course, on the 4R36 movement. So it's one of those pressed metal bracelet with the pins. You don't get, obviously, it's not a solid end link, and it's pressed metal clasp. So it's all jangly. But as usual with this bracelet, they're quite comfortable. I just don't think they'll be very durable, and I never like when there's so much play there on the first link. Let's put it on the wrist to give you a sense of the size and how it wears. So this is the reference here, the 39 millimeter Tudor Black Bay 58. And this is what the SARZ005 will look like. A bit more the size of an Omega Speedmaster Moonwatch, 42 millimeters, and kind of similar twisted lugs actually. I think I've put the 2 watches side by side, this one and the Moonwatch, in my original video, indeed, to give a better impression of what it looks like. So kind of cool. I thought the The Seiko fans, you know, I really like the more affordable Seikos. To me, that's where the most enjoyment can be had with Seiko. Not that so many models have become so expensive, and some specs became a bit better, but then you have to do some compromise and still pay more, and then Grand Seiko becomes very, very expensive. To me, there's a bit more pleasure in finding those old gems, very different. There's so many watches in the Seiko 5 lineup. There's just millions of cool designs. I'm not sure if this one is made in Japan or Malaysia or China. In this case, it says made in Japan. So we're gonna have to trust Seiko for it. Let me try to show you here. Made in Japan. So pretty cool here. You got some elements of this Seiko 5 that you don't necessarily get on the latest crops of Seiko 5. Cool design, the movement, the crown guards, and the fact that it is made in Japan. So I hope you've enjoyed this, what is it, 1 year anniversary perhaps, more or less, re-review of this SARZ 005. Let me know if you have one of these in your collection. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.